pyk, 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 pyk. No to lecimy. Tududum, tududum, tududum. Dobrze, lecimy, moi mili. O! Oła! Ten i tak. Azo. Karlik. Live. No. I co, pójdziesz? Nie wyjdzie. Dobra, niby tam jest. No, z czatem, no. Teraz musimy sobie sprawdzić. Jak to wszystko słychać? Czekajcie. Jasny gwint. Czekajcie, jestem na żywo. Wszystko wiem. Tylko pytanie brzmi... O! Nawet zajebiście. Jeszcze muszę zobaczyć na dialogu, jakby był. W sumie na dialogach najbardziej mi to tak w sumie. Bo też... O kurde, momenty, bo ja muszę się dowiedzieć. Don't want to see, coś tam, areas.
I've got my eye on you. Don't cause any trouble.
Okej. Coś tam, areas. No dobra, no myślę, że jest okej, no.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Okay. A myślę, że jest dobrze. Myślę, że jest okej. Jeśli chodzi o gierkę. Zresztą jeszcze muszę... To jest... Galeria zdjęć, oczywiście, że nie ma. Zapisz pomoc w tej ustawienia. Dźwięki, no mamy tu na setkę. Te obniżone. Okej. Ej, to ja sobie może tak zrobię w Dishonored, znaczy w tym. Jak on się nazywa ta gra, cholera. Jak ona się nazywała? Dishonored, tylko też od Bethesdy. Ghostwire, o zobaczymy. Ale to jutro. O, my nie musimy, ja muszę z tym typem pogadać, tak?
Good, you're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
Ojejcie.
Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective. It's certainly a failing. But for now, we're focusing on redemption. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment.
Oh.
Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the chief of operations. So she is the best equipped to evade detection. The risk is necessary and heavily mitigated. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'll be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect. If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning. Provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible. Directive Theta requires utmost secrecy for success. We don't know what connections the mole may have, so we can't risk informing our security team. If that's a joke, it isn't funny. We're trusting you to get this job done as discreetly as possible. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta, but she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate. As far as she knows, it's standard procedure, one that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks. It concerns me that you don't know. A disruptor is a non-lethal weapon. Our subsidiary, Arboron, makes an excellent one that I'll be issuing you. It will stun your target, giving you a chance to get away. But you'll only have so much time before the effects wear off.
Oh.
I'll keep a watchful eye and make certain your employee doesn't go on some kind of rampage.
Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. In fact, as much as I appreciate the words of your associate here, you may be better off heading in alone. Any precautions to mitigate risk should be taken. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
I've got my eye on you. This could be the most important.
Polopis. Wieczności się udajemy.
Perhaps something you might be interested in.
To jest w tej planecie. Wydaje się, że w tej, tak. Dobrze. Się właśnie wydawało. Kurde. Co ja przez nich nie potrafię przejść. Teraz tu.
Let's, stay away from Ebside. The locals there don't exactly
Kosz to
appreciate.
podbijać. Do ciebie.
You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Only when I meet someone for the first time. I like to meet strangers in public for safety reasons. I'm sure you get it. So why not in my favorite bar? Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. Well, in this scenario, I suppose you're not wrong. Maybe I could be a little more reasonable on that price. Ryujin is my second best long-term client. All right, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired you.
Mamy ten.
While you're snooping around in the tower, I just need you to hit up one more workstation on the way. It's Camden Chose. Just run the same program on the slate I'll give you, and you're good. It's that simple. That's between me and another client. But you can bet if someone wants something in old Camden, it's not because they like him. Let's just say, it's nothing beyond something that Ryujin would do to anyone else.
So you'd just casually rat out another Ryujin employee, just like that? Huh. Does loyalty mean nothing to you?
I hoped you'd see it that way. Like I said with Camden, all you've got to do is run this little beauty on Alaro Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Alaro has is bound to take some real work. More
Lojalność.
than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
Okej, w tym momencie tylko, że nie mamy punktu żadnego i dlatego no, na razie nic z tym nie zrobię, ale już wiem, czy będę pakował ten punkt.
If we want to find a place to stay while we're here, I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch.
Kurde, gdzie to jest? O, patrz! Dobra, to nieważne. Kurde. Hop. Minus. Nie zostaje i tak jest nieźle. Co?
If something's on your mind, you can tell me. What's on your mind? You have no idea how badly I needed to hear those words. I love you.
Dobra.
Talk to you again soon, darling.
Teraz. Czemu ja nie mam? Lider.
Stop running if you know what's good for you! Don't be stupid! Stop! Now!
Stop running if you know what's good for you.
Well, hello, sunshine. Sure, but I don't deserve. Maybe if you're lucky, we'll talk again later.
Kurde, no i co teraz? Oświetlenie. Przecież Starfield. Łapię tego zadania. otwarcie masz po podłodze. No nie wiem, może...
You're making things harder for yourself. Stop in the name of the law. Ryujin security. No sudden moves. Nice try, but the building is off limits. You sure didn't get in by any authorized means. I'm starting to think you're trying to get away. Too bad. I'll be the Enough talking. You're coming with me.
Now I have a criminal record. Thanks.
I know your type. The free-wheeling space ace. Must be nice.
Świetnie.
Stop in the name of the law. You don't belong here.
Jak go
Down
ominąć?
for questioning.
Ciekawe.
Nice try, but the building. I hear you. I'm trying to be reasonable here. I'll be the. Enough talking. You're coming with me.
No ja, no na pewno.
Next time you decide to break the law.
Na pewno. Już idę z tobą. Co jedna. Co pisze? wiedzieć, jak to ominąć. Strażnika.
You're making things harder for yourself. You're not authorized to
No
be
nie,
here.
kurczę.
I'm holding you for trespassing.
To jest bez sensu.
Nice try, but the building is off limits. You sure didn't get in by any authorized means. Well, if you say so. Maybe so. Who did you say you were again? Enough talking. You're coming with me.
Kurde, serio, laska, nie wkurzaj. No nie trafię tej perswazji, no. Chodzi, że... Ładny jak...
Stop running if you know what's good for you. Don't be stupid. Stop now.
You don't belong here. I'm taking you down for questioning. Nice try, but the building... Well, if you say so. Yeah, I hear you. Look, I'll trust you. But if any of us catch you on another floor, we'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Open fire.
Take him down!
Dobra, co możecie nadupcać? Zresztą już razu widzicie, jaki to jest, co będzie. Ja nie interesuje, ja to mam robotę i mam te dupy. Chodzimy,
Lethal force authorized.
bujać.
I'm getting to safety.
Ja to kurwa nikogo nie zastrzeli, bo nie wiem.
Laying out the fire. I'm going for it.
Tam cię was, wywalone was.
On fire.
Nie. Wywalone w nich mam. Co oni chcą?
nicely done.
To póki, żeby macie jakiś bytem tutaj. To wywalone.
Look out! Let's do this.
Sami mnie zaatakowali.
Put some fire on them now!
Oh, I'm hit.
Tylko teraz gdzie mam się dostać?
Watch out! Show me what you've got. Damn it. Nothing. Nothing.
No! Mam iść. To moja wina, że ty zginąłeś?
Valuable?
Co wziąłem, nie wiem co właściwie. Pewne Możecie strzelać. Trzeba udać. Dobra. A ich zawija. Ona w nim. Ona sama ich bije.
I'm here for you, my love. Oh, I miss talking to you already.
Kurde, no i gdzie teraz? To nam nie działa. Ciekawe gdzie teraz, jak to tu wygląda. Tam był ten jego komputer, okej. Rura. Szybko powróć. A, czyli tutaj. Tu jakoś trzeba się dostać. A. Ciężko jest. Hop, 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 hop. Ciężko. Rura, wskakujemy do szybko powyżej. Zabijałem. W jakich rurach, kurde. O, Bardzo trudny zamek. Nie zapisać. Ale ja chyba nawet tego nie muszę robić. Jeszcze wyżej. Ten. Nie, to nie było. Się sami powybijali. Jakby co, to nie ja. Co złego to nie ja, mnie nie było. Powiem tak. Co się chyba może przydać. Dobry w miarę, ale edyt biorę. Gdzie jest moja koleżanka? Wyjście. Bo to chyba jest do tych, że te minerały wezmę i do statków wsadzę. Jakoś stąd wyjść, poważnie. Trzeba zrobić. Oczywiście nie dobrze. Ty mnie gra wywodzi. Boże. Dobra. O, w dupę. Ała. Super. I teraz co? Za nogę złamał. Ja sobie to naprawimy. Jeszcze bardziej mi się udźwignie. Nie zmienił mi się, ale... O. Zajebiście. Teraz to już kompletnie wpadłem. Nie mogę nic z tym zrobić, co? Czytać. Boże. Ojej. Tak. Tak. No. Ery. Baran. Co? Trzy lata. Chyba to już mam. Chociaż up. W dół zejść. Tam. Dzięki durnej platformie. Mam z tego zejść teraz. Kieruję w górę zamiast w dół. Fajnie. Opa, weszło.
I have things for you.
Młoda, gdzie ona jest? Nie ten.
Well, well. Back for more, eh? I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding.
Nie, tym razem coś od ciebie chcę ci coś dać. Raz chyba. Bronienie Pepusa. Pomagacze. Nie będzie tu wspomagaczach. Notatki zasoby. zasobach. Takie gówno.
Bye, love.
Dobra, to wzięłaś ode mnie. Wyleczyć na wspomagaczach. To jest na niebieski. Do tego. Na przykład to. I już jestem zdrowy. Dźwig mi wrócił. Lecimy.
While we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't
So,
want that
you
drug
made
scrambling your
it.
brains.
Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. No one will ever take down Ryujin. It's a credit cache for Bayu. If anyone wanted to take down Ryujin, it'd take more money than anyone's willing to pay. Otherwise, Bayu would never allow it. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
All of that money at their disposal and a cutting-edge megacorp like Ryujin can't prevent a hacker from leeching their data. Unbelievable.
You want this done or not? Just give me a minute.
Dobra.
The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. First, I'll just save off Mr. Cho's info. My client will very much appreciate that. Now on to Ms. Chen. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. You do that. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Cyk.
Ever wonder how the prince...
Cyk. I pyk.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
My career will be over.
Don't cause any trouble.
Dobra, idę na obiad. Zetło. rety, kotlety. Dobra. Co się tutaj dzieje? A, nic się nie dzieje. Nic się nie dzieje.
Let's hear your report. I hope you realize what your negligence has cost this company. Your orders were to incapacitate or evade,
The devil.
not go on a killing spree.
O,
Touche.
racja.
At least we've established we're both failures. Now, let's see what sort of data was worth the lives you took.
No, hopie, mnie nie denerwuj.
I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit.
I co ty powiesz?
Imogen South, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom. Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company.
Imogen? She doesn't seem the
A
type.
te co?
But maybe that's her tactic. If she had me thinking,
A,
that
chyba
way,
jest za
perhaps
tym.
it proves that she's a master manipulator.
Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogen would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught. I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Ciekawe, ile tych misji jeszcze jest. Dobra. I co? Czyli dalej lecimy.
Been waiting here for ages.
Pip. O! A to na firmie jesteś.
I thought Imogen was supposed to be in today.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogen? Try not to harass my texts too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. There are work skills and there are life skills.
O,
I
siema.
can't help it if I have both.
Siema.
She hasn't stepped into the office since the
Na
meeting.
telefonie pewnie siedzisz, co?
Probably using her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or
Bo
business.
nie masz
trips.
jak inaczej.
Well, that desk work is what keeps your cred stick full, and this company 2 steps ahead. So why are you looking for Imogen? Is she in trouble?
Go.
Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogen's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
Perhaps we need to get Dalton's permission to relieve ourselves as well. Good lord, this corporation keeps you on a short leash.
Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself. Your guess is as good as mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job, and there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here. Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Word of advice. If you're planning on foregoing authorization and just tiptoeing your way to Imogen, park your friend at the door. Two's a crowd if you're trying to lay low. Good luck finding Imogen. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Hopla.
There's always work to be done.
Ciekawe, ile tu jeszcze tych zadań jest z tą firmą. Ciekawe właśnie.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
You must be in someone's good graces.
Dobra.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Opcjonalny cel.
Ryujin.
No Imogen, I see. Could she really be on to us already? A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward.
Cool.
Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogene. Bayou owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship. Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayou know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants.
Sounds lovely. Could we requisition a towel so we can wipe off all the slime after dealing with that repulsive man?
It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayou is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here. If you think my job has been easy since learning about the mole, let me educate you. We've been working around the clock on security upgrades, rerunning background checks, and combing through timelines. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her.
Dispose of her? As a valued member of your corporation, she at least deserves the opportunity to explain herself.
Imogene may be a valued operative here, but that's what makes her equally dangerous. We're lucky enough to have her position now, but should she disappear, we may never have another chance.
Don't tell me a corporation like Ryujin isn't prepared to track a rogue operative throughout the galaxy.
Of course we're prepared, but the expenditure would be great. Our chances of finding her would only decrease with time. So elimination is the most efficient path. It's something I hope our mutual friend here will understand as well. Matters like these are handled within the corporation. The information we're dealing with is too sensitive for law enforcement, and their security leaves much to be desired. It wouldn't be long before the information was either leaked to the press or sold to yet another competitor.
I'm glad you're willing to give Imogene a chance to speak for herself. She deserves that much, at least.
The risk of Imogene continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now, she could cause a great deal of harm to this company. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
W ogóle mamy... Statek F. Ważne.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
You don't want to pick a fight.
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bain, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
Oh man, I'm flying right now.
Pyk do windy.
Feeling the music?
Don't make my job any harder.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want? It's been a very beneficial partnership. As long as we continue to look out for our mutual interests, I can't complain. A heads up. You're telling me you're heading into my own territory. That's not how this works. First, you tell me why, and then if I'm satisfied, I'll graciously grant you permission. As long as it doesn't involve the syndicate members themselves, I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. And what mutual benefit would that be? But this is starting to sound like my kind of deal. All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small favor. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
Okej. Dobrze. I teraz tak.
you.
Quit staring.
They do say the hardest part is showing up.
I gotta take care of this.
What'll it be? Hope you're a paying customer. Oh, you're the one getting special treatment. Huh. I knew you was some sort of trouble. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. Third floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season. I'm more of an honorary member. I'll let them take up residence in the back, keep things looking legit. They keep this business afloat, so finances don't keep me up at night. It ain't a threat if it's a rule, now is it? Don't worry, she wouldn't be allowed up there either. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better.
Going to be visiting the astral land while we're here. I mean, that's a given, right?
You try anything, you're dead.
What the hell were you thinking?
I'm watching you.
Didn't anyone ever tell you this feature doesn't target kids? How hard is it to understand?
Well,
I figured our paths would cross sooner or later. Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all this info.
Jest jako kradzież w sumie.
what's happening, darling? Let's see what you've got. Stay safe, darling.
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nyx owed me a favor and gave me the heads up. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally.
Valheim. To nie chcę Valheima.
Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
The existence of a device that can control a person's mind is terrifying. Imagine the horrors you could... Oh, never mind. I don't want to think about it.
O Jezu.
Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this. Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. You want evidence? I've got it. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind a desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent. Nyx's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it.
A,
I can't do that. The moment I step in that building, Dalton will lock me up, and Ularu will be on high alert. You really are naive when it comes to corporate culture. Once I'm back at Ryujin, Ularu will be looking to tie up any loose ends. So I can stay here and deal with you, or I can go back and deal with her. Which is why I'm hoping you'll take this evidence to Dalton. Of course you do. Look, if you just bring this slate to Dalton, I'm sure he'll understand, but if I go with you, everything is ruined. It's your choice. Do you want the truth? Or do you just want to be Employee of the Month? I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
So Ularu is the actual culprit. That complicates things. We're going to have to proceed very carefully, or else Dalton might...
aha, to w sumie chyba dobrze jest. Dobrą decyzję chyba podjąłem w tej sprawie.
No funny business.
Ja wam nie zamierzam nic robić, dopóki wy mnie nie zabiją. Nie, to już nie ma.
Be careful around here. Not everyone that stays in our school.
Be careful if you run into those eclectic jerks.
O kurde, włazisz tu.
I wonder how many poor souls who couldn't make it in
Well,
Atlantis
look who's
ended
back.
up working at the fisheries in Neon.
So tell me, what did you find out? Inside the Syndicate? That area is off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogene knew exactly what she was doing when she went there. If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds its way onto my desk, and I can be a very patient person. I had a feeling you'd say that. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
My company's future might be riding on this.
My company's future might be riding on this.
Co tam jest obczane? Ja mogę z nią pogadać, to ja bym chętnie z nią pogadał. To? Konfront? Konfrontu. Zapisać ręcznie, przedstawić.
Is there something I can help you with? Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Did you really come here just to make petty statements like that? It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. Now that sounds more like a proposition I could get behind. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It was never my intent to involve Imogen. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast.
Wiesz, to jest koniec tych, że to powoli będzie koniec tej szarady z tymi.
It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of. Oh, I'm no traitor to Ryujin. I'm the one that's going to keep this company on top for decades to come. So, now that you know, It's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? Well, it seems we're at an impasse now. Hello? The only way you stop me from carrying out my plans to depose Masako is to kill me. You could try to get me fired, but that only delays my plans. Face it, this isn't a game you can win. Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is circumstantial at best. I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds are in my favor. I admit, I misjudged Infinity Ltd's level of competency. If only I'd have gone to see Simon myself, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But I've learned from that mistake. So good luck. You won't find a thing.
Okay.
I've got my eye on you.
This deal could be huge for my company.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
You're back. And Imogene? I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation better be good. I've a mind to fire you just for that comment. Of course. We've scrubbed security footage and run through access card permissions and found nothing. The project itself is an enormous security risk, but our lead R&D engineer, Vina Kara, has been working on ways to mitigate this.
That should shake things up around here just a bit.
I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Vina's the head of our research and development team. She's the creator of Project Dominion, and often considered the protege of Ray Decaris, Ryujin's founder. Just take the elevator down to research and development. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor. Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you. Not that I enjoy it, but I wouldn't trust anyone but myself with these reports as it is.
To jeszcze nie koniec tego, co ja widzę.
This could be the most important.
Jeszcze nie koniec. Jeszcze jest quest kolejny.
Don't cause any trouble.
If you attempt to engage me in
Gdzie mam się dostać?
Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current NeuroAmp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it. Oh yeah, marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
I think implanting that device into your head is a mistake, but it's your choice, not mine.
You're a Ryujin employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend. We expect our employees to do whatever it takes to ensure Ryujin's success. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with Vina. As long as you work for us, you don't have a choice. I'm sure I don't have to remind you where the door is if you're not capable of handling this task.
You really don't have anything to worry about. The procedure is simple and safe, it's just a matter of getting the right materials. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
The last shipment we were supposed to receive never arrived, and we've gotten no response to our queries from the station. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet, so it's unusual for them not to respond. We have several theories. Dealing with a new element on a new planet has its own set of risks. It could be environmental, mechanical, or worst case scenario, pirates, mercenaries. We are leaning toward the latter. Yes, Consolidated Mining knows what's at stake if they fail to deliver. They consistently get the job done, which is why we chose them to run this station. And also why we're so concerned. We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Vina can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, yes, so be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures. Good. Feel free to deal with any resistance however you see fit. The station is called CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with our supply chain manager, Camden Cho, and his replacement is still getting up to speed. Otherwise, I may have had more
Kurde, ale to długie to jest. Ja pierdzielę, Lasko, ile tu pytań jest do dnieli, nie? Sakra. Kurde.
Camden managed all of our outside contracts. He set up the initial agreements with Consolidated Mining, so he had on-site access and knowledge that we could have used.
Dobra.
Which is why you have my full faith for this assignment. Be prepared for anything. Once you have the shipment, bring it straight back to Vina. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Stąd jest wyjście.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
To jest do windy. O tak. Czyli chyba puszczamy tę planetę. O tak, zdecydowanie. Dobra. Co gdzie teraz? O.
Time to move on.
O i planetce lądujemy, nie wierzę. trzeba, to trzeba.
Let's go. Come on. Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
A, bo nie miałem kurde punktu tego dostępowego. Apteczka się przyda. Jezus, ej, co mnie zabiło? Bardzo wiedziałem, co. Ten stoi jak ciołek. No kurde. No come on. Byłeś. Wow! Teraz tak raz.
Fascinating.
Stało. A regeneracja ochrony jeszcze jest niebieski jakiś, kurde. Czyli nie wiem co znaczy.
I've heard about these tunnel boring machines, but never had the opportunity to see one of them in person. Żeś mnie podturbował owcze.
Whatever you need, you got it. Don't stay away too long.
Ona ubrała sobie kombinezon. Spoko. statek.
to get this shit moving.
To chyba mój statek. Lądujemy. Śluzę. Kujemy na statku. Statki.
I have things for you.
Patrz, i teraz.
This area is off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Okej. No chowaj.
Great. You again. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do. You're not getting... Yeah, okay, I get it. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this though, right? Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
This damn contract will be the death of me. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave. Your timing could be better. A little warning next time. I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
Okay.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Having a good one?
I have things for you.
Ta-da! Wszystko poszło. Tu.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Keep your nose clean.
Wszystko pięknie, ładnie. No idzie.
Please refrain from engaging.
Are you sure you're okay? You left.
I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous of Ryujin's gorgeous design aesthetic. Oh, perhaps I should have their architects renovate the launch.
We're wasting time.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? The mercenary group? Only that you mean business if you hire them. They're not known for subtlety, and don't care if they leave a trail of bodies in their wake. I take it they were at the station? I knew something bad had happened. Were there any survivors? Our station on Karane 3A and Consolidated Mining's contract was
Cześć, Julka.
confidential. We had no reason to believe they'd be under any threat. Of course,
Gdzie
we had no
jesteś?
reason to believe we had a mole either. Corporate culture may have its ugly side, but that doesn't mean we've lost our humanity. Our moves are strategic and precise, as you should know. The moment we justify the slaughter of innocents is when we go from competitive to criminal. Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
O Boże.
Our technicians are thorough, but they aren't that thorough. Your ship docking there simply caught their attention is all. But on the off chance it was related to your assignment, they're currently combing through the clinic records.
Ja próbuję przejść, ej, patrzcie to. Próbuję się przejść.
Dr. Lane. I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? They're going to pay, all right. But if you have something to add to their list of criminal activity, I'll be happy to use whatever fuel you can provide. So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
To hell with corporations and CEOs and profit margins. People have died, and you aren't showing the least bit of remorse. Ugh.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rotha site secure,
Nie wiem, czy to było do mnie, czy do niej.
our move. Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe it's just a matter of creating the alloy and molding it according to her design. Exactly. Without the Rotha site, their research comes to a halt. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Nice.
The new NeuroAmp Vena design is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Nie.
I'll be counting the minutes to our next.
Nie jest zła w ogóle o nic. Spoko. Kurde, jakie to wszystko. Ile to jeszcze zadań ma ta firma? Jasne. No teraz level mi wpadnie.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Good. You're right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
I had a feeling Imogene wasn't responsible. That poor woman.
In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding. Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence.
Ularu jest winna.
For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
Must that poor woman's name be continuously dragged through the mud? These nonsensical decisions need to stop.
Imogene is a resourceful woman. I have no doubt she's in a safe house of her own design. In fact, she probably sees this as a paid vacation. My guess is she's lounging on a couch somewhere, binging all those movies she hasn't had time to watch. It's a means to an end. We'll make sure Imogene is properly exonerated and welcomed back with open arms if this plays out our way. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me. If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, I certainly deserve to be fired. Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Plus, she'll have no reason to believe anyone will be looking in the first place. Then we'll have to find another way to build a case against Ularu. And it won't be easy. I can't imagine a more satisfying ending. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Neat.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority, the experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Sako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send out the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. Good. I can tell Vina is going to enjoy working with you. Vina will be waiting for you in the NeuroAmp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Gdzie ty się dać trzeba? Tam chyba. Hop. Hop. Ukryty przez filmy.
Yes, what? Double check those measurements are right. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. The internal neuroamp is basically the next leap in our line of influential amplifiers. It gives the user dominion over a less dominant target, meaning you can heavily influence another person's thoughts and actions. Technically, that remains to be seen. It's not legal, but those decisions will be left up to a higher power who is neither you nor me. Hey, let's not get carried away there. That terminology is a bit heavy-handed. So, are you ready to get started? Neurosurgery is my specialty. I performed more operations than I can count on a wide variety of brains. So I like to think that I'm wildly overqualified. Really, I could do this in my sleep. Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Dostanę za to.
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates. Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
The fact that the neuroamp can control and manipulate people against their will is disgusting. The device shouldn't be allowed to exist.
Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. You were the ideal subject. Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown side effects come creeping in later. Yep, that's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no adverse side effects. So, sounds like we're on track. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration. Well, my tech is only a prototype. This is just the beginning. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved here. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. We've had the tech itself working externally for quite some time. Please, we're not Infinity. We believe in due diligence when it comes to tech like this. But, just in case something does go wrong, we've got him locked up in the test chamber. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
You appear dehydrated. I suggest eating indigestion of a
O kurde.
Vina and DeMarcus argued about electrons for hours yesterday.
So what do you research and develop up here anyway? I've always wondered.
Name a Ryujin product and someone up here's probably working on it. The crown jewel is the neuroamp division, obviously.
Ah, so that's why there are so many other guards on this floor.
Yeah, management's gotten pretty paranoid about corporate spies lately. If anyone else got their hands on our neuroamp technology, I'm sure the execs would use it.
technology. On the other, I'm terrified what could happen should this fall into the wrong hands. I've never been so divided about something in my life.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under
O, to teraz mi się może przydać.
I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Well, I'd leave that up for Alexis and Lyndon to decide. Compensation's not really my thing. Well, luckily that isn't up for you to decide. I hope you know, you're talking about banning my life's biggest accomplishment.
I'd even go as far as to call it the settled system's biggest accomplishment. That's something Ryujin isn't going to let go of easily. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape. Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future though. So many situations to account for. Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know. Besides, the neuroelm isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
The specs they gave me for this job are so...
Pardon?
No. Jeszcze wyżej.
They know how to make it
Good, you're here. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives. Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D. Yes, the less people you need to interact with, the better. Ideally, none at all. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business. Any mercenary or disgruntled worker can go shoot a place up. You're a Ryujin operative, so start acting like one. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes. They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas himself, if he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
With tech like that, I can see why you'd want to maintain control of the narrative, though I strongly object to the methods.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Oh, let's just hope this program is as thorough as you say then, and as safe.
No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail. I'm told security has masks to handle the situation, so the guards will still be stationed in the building. It's also possible they'll activate their building's defense system as well. You may run into a few automated turrets, so you'll still want to try and stay out of sight. If the information Simon provided is accurate, you can reach the control systems through a computer located in the maintenance area. It's a pretty convenient stop if you enter in through the roof access. My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. Please, you're an exception. But we can talk promotion after you pull off this assignment. Well, you're still here, so apparently you didn't need it that bad.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
To jest chyba finał, kurde.
Ularu assured me it's safe.
The Overseer program will purge itself once its primary function is complete. The only thing left on that slate will be proof of Infinity's crimes.
It doesn't matter what he believes. David's first move will be to verify the information you provide. Once he receives confirmation, which he will, he'll see it as his duty to report the news. You and me both. So, any final questions before you go?
Pójdziesz oczywiście.
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass. You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move. If someone has a key card, that means you have a key card. The possibilities here are really up to you. Pay attention. We're giving you a slate with a program that has to be run on Lucas Drexler and Fei Sengsavan's computers. You also need to steal their current prototype of the internal neuroamp kept on their R&D floor. Once you're done, you're bringing the slate to David Barron at SSNN, and you're returning here to me with the prototype. Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful. Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Ulala. No grubo się zaczyna. Grubo. O, i to jest w tym zadaniu wszystko. Chociaż to jeszcze...
I've got my eye on you.
My company's future might be right. Don't cause any trouble.
Do you have the program? It's one thing to hide your work in a network with thousands of employees, not to mention access to a top-secret project that can let you control said employees. It's another to try and hide on a single slate. So, let's take a look.
Bardzo trudno.
Aha. The decryptions hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
First Imogene, now Masako. Ularu keeps using people as rungs on the way up the ladder. Any one of us could be next.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Good. Then let's nail Ularu right to the wall. She deserves everything that's coming her way.
There's no doubt. Should you have even noticed the upload, the program itself is designed to ignore any stop commands. It would have been too late. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Muszę chyba kończyć w sumie. Czyli nasza siedziba. Jasne, nie ma problemu.
Mind if we stop by the waterfall on this trip? I could use a few moments to unwind.
Pewno by czy nie było.
As you can see,
Hi there.
traffic is
Welcome to Terror Brew. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you? I'll have our table ready soon.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
Och.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Och, mnie rzuca. O lol. I to jak to wyglądało. Jak to wyglądało, nie? Kawał.
Officers, stand down. They got away.
Interested in?
No już wiem, o co chodzi. Cześć. Ja zaraz skończę i tak, tylko chcę coś zobaczyć. Pokaż. O. No, kurwa, mówiłem ci. Mówiłem ci. Dziewczyno. Mówiłem ci, że to kable. Oj, to chyba nie był dobry pomysł. Chyba muszę się dostać niżej. Co wnioskuję? Dobra. Dobra, wiecie co, ja sobie tu skończę. I będziemy potem to myśleć. Trzymajcie się. Tylko, co to jest? Trzymajcie się ciepło.